Hello everyone, this is BF10, and everything hurts. I was gonna do this yesterday, but I didn't. But that's okay. Anyways, yeah, Sega dropped the Sonic timeline. I'ma go over it. Yeah, woo! Ignore the Dokkan battle, fucking overlay. I'm not making a Sonic one, cause who knows how rare these are gonna be where I have to make a horizontal video Sonic related. Anyways, prehistory, destruction and regeneration by Dark Gaia and Light Gaia. At some point, Dark Gaia, which grew over millions of years, destroyed the Earth, and Light Gaia healed it, repeating the same history. Yeah, I've always wondered why that's a thing. More? What does this do? This is in Japanese, so I had to translate it. Okay, is this information about it? Okay, yeah, just... What? Hashir by day, Nagul by night! What does this mean? Hey, I had it on the PlayStation 3. Huh. One person had this. Hey, let's go back to the main topic afoot. I don't know if there's an English site. This is the first thing I saw. The Ancients and the Chaos Emeralds. The Ancients take refuge on Earth with the Chaos Emeralds. A small number of their descendants escape to a place called Mystic Ruin to build a temple to the Master Emerald. Over the course of hundreds of thousands of years, the Ancients became the Chao. Somehow, they became Chao. Tens of thousands of years ago, Dark Gaia's destruction of Earth, the earliest record. The Earth is destroyed by a super energy life form called Dark Gaia that emerged from the core of a star. The event was later recorded in the ancient documents known as the Gaia documents. Tens of thousands to thousands of years? The ancestor of the Babylon bandits washed up on Earth. A spaceship from far away space goes out of control, and the race that is the ancestor of the Babylon bandits crash lands on Earth. The engine unit of the ship that was separated at the time is scattered around the world, and later comes to be called Ark of the Stars. The exact time is unknown. Isn't this like Babylonian? Something like that. I don't know. I accidentally misread it. Whoopsie. It might have been. I had my glasses on for hours straight, and I just took them off because they do not help me see close-up things. And my vision is low, whatever. Thousands of years ago, the Echidna tribe is destroyed by the wrath of chaos. The Echidna tribe attacks the temple of Master Emerald to steal it, but their Chao companions are sacrificed, and the Echidna tribe is wiped out by the enraged chaos. 2,000 years ago. Okay. Maybe it'll get explained sometime in the timeline, but... Chaos originated from a Chao. And Chao originated from Ancients. Does that mean if you gave an Ancient all 7 Chaos Emeralds, they'd transform into perfect chaos essentially, but they're not perfect chaos? 2,000 years ago, Black Arms, preparations for invasion of Earth. The Black Arms drop a flying temple on Griffith on Earth. Emel is born. Emel? Okay, yeah, I was gonna say Emerald. Isn't that his name? In an ancient civilization, combat robots called Gezoids are created, one of which is later named Emerald. I'm probably butchering this, honestly. I need to play Sonic Battle for the channel. I really need to do that. 50 years ago. The truth of about 50 years ago. Black Doom and the Dark Pact. Black Doom contacts Professor Gerald and offers up his own DNA in exchange for guidance on how to invade Earth 50 years from now. Shadow is then created from that DNA. The Ark Destruction Incident. The ancient combat robots, Gezoids, that were in the subject of research within Ark go out of control, causing extensive damage to Ark facilities. This is one of the reasons why Gun intervenes in Ark. Gun attack on Ark. Maria is killed in a sudden gun attack. Gerald, who has lost his mind due to his granddaughter's robbery, prepares to take revenge on the Ark system and Shadow, but he is also imprisoned and executed. Take revenge on Shadow. What does Shadow do? 10 years ago, Sonic and Eris? Is she called Eris in Japanese? Or in Japan, not in Japanese. Sonic and Elise's altered history. Sonic and Elise go back in time and blow out the Solaris flame, which is the source of the tragedy. This means that the Solaris experiment never failed. The world is saved from crisis, and the devastated future becomes a peaceful world. However, the series of events also never happened in history. Sonic 06 is so very confusing. Solaris experiment failed. Iblis's seal. When King Soliana's Solaris experiments fail, he sacrifices his own life to prevent the flames of calamity from being awakened and destroying the world, sealing Iblis within his daughter, Elise. Okay, so either I have been listening to the Flames of Disaster, the Knuckles musical, too much. Is it called the Flames of Disaster in 06, or is it the Flames of Calamity? Like in English, I mean. Cause I kind of forgot with the stupid I will fan the flames of disaster. Classic Sonic era. Oh hey, we're in the classic Sonic era. Dr. Eggman attacks South Island. Sonic defeats Dr. Eggman, who attacks South Island to steal the Chaos Emeralds and prevent him from taking over the world. Sonic rescues Amy, who was kidnapped by Metal Sonic. Amy, who had a fateful encounter with Sonic on Little Planet, became embroiled in Dr. Eggman's evil deeds and was kidnapped by Metal Sonic. Oh my god, there he is! I didn't mean to click on it. Oh boy, okay. Sonic defeated Metal Sonic and rescued Amy, thus thwarting Dr. Eggman's ambitions. Death Egg crashes into Angel Island. Sonic and Tails work together to defeat Dr. Eggman, who attacks West Side Island. The destroyed Space Fortress, the Death Egg crashes into Angel Island. Recover the Master Emerald, prevent the Death Egg Fortress from reviving. Dr. Eggman tricks Knuckles into stealing the Master Emerald and plots to revive the crashed Space Fortress, the Death Egg. However, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles work together to destroy the Death Egg, thwarting Dr. Eggman's ambitions of world domination. The Master Emerald is restored, and Angel Island rises into the sky once again. The mysterious secret stone, Phantom Ruby. Dr. Eggman unearths a gem with mysterious powers called the Phantom Ruby, which sends Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles to various worlds. After being defeated by Sonic and his friends, the Phantom Ruby leaves Dr. Eggman's hands and disappears across time and space into modern Sonic's world. Sonic Forces. A fateful battle over the Phantom Ruby. After saving the world with modern Sonic and Sonic Forces, Sonic returns to his original timeline. He chases after the flying Phantom Ruby and discovers Mighty and Ray, who have been captured. Sonic rescues them, but one of them is fate. Sonic saves his friends and defeats Dr. Eggman, who has once again obtained the Phantom Ruby, and world peace is once again secured. Dr. Eggman invades the North Star Islands. Dr. Eggman and the bounty hunter Fang invade the North Star Islands. They overwork and drag Trip, who lives there, around. Sonic and his friends use the Chaos Emerald's new power, Emerald Power, to thwart Dr. Eggman and his men's evil deeds. Modern Sonic era, we're here. Oh, it's not just Sonic 4? A fierce battle with the resurrected Metal Sonic. Dr. Eggman has completely revived Metal Sonic. He makes the Death Egg Mark II rise above Little Planet and sets out to conquer the world. However, Sonic once again wins a fierce battle against Metal Sonic, destroying the Death Egg Mark II and dashing Dr. Eggman's ambitions. Didn't the second game end with them not destroying it because there was supposed to be an episode 3? Well, I guess in this timeline, episode 3 happened. We just don't know what it was. Sonic and his friends save the world from the threat of perfect chaos. Dr. Eggman releases Chaos, who was sealed away in the Master Emerald, and tries to use it to take over the world. However, Chaos goes out of control and evolves into perfect chaos, bringing the world to the brink of great destruction. However, Thanks to Sonic and the will of many people, the Chaos Emeralds, which had lost their power, are restored, and Sonic transforms into Super Sonic. He stops perfect chaos and crushes Dr. Eggman's ambitions. The Crisis of Marginal World, a different world of light and dreams. Sonic Shuffle is canon? Man. Lumina, the guardian spirit of Marginal World, summons Sonic and Trance to stop Void from conquering Marginal World. Sonic and Lumina use magic cards and the Force Jewels to save Marginal World and bring it. God, that is surprising. Why is Sonic Shuffle canon? Shadow awakens. Dr. Eggman awakens Shadow and tries to use him to take over the world, but Shadow uses him instead to carry out the revenge plan left by Gerald. In the final stage of his revenge, Shadow regains true memories thanks to Amy. He cooperates with Sonic and saves the world at the cost of his own life. Cream achieves his first adventure. Sonic meets Cream and saves her with his friends. They rescue Vanilla, who was kidnapped, and defeat Dr. Eggman, who was plotting to build Eggman Land again. Rebellion, masterpiece. Metal Sonic, who has gained his sense of self, rebels and imprisons Dr. Eggman, and in his name issues a challenge to Sonic and his friends to conquer the world. Metal Sonic gathers Sonic and his friends' biodata during the battle and becomes more powerful, but is ultimately defeated by the power of friendship. Shadow repels Black Doom's invasion of Earth. Black Doom, an alien invader, invades the Earth. Shadow, provoked by Black Doom to learn about his past, travels the world in search of the Chaos Emeralds, sometimes at odds with Sonic and the others. After many struggles, Shadow defeats Black Doom, fulfilling the wish entrusted to him, and resolves to overcome his past and move forward. Okay, yeah. Emerald. What the fuck was his name? Emerald, right. That Emerald's growth and rampage. Oh, this spoiling Sonic battle for me. Dr. Eggman tries to reboot the ancient weapon Gizoid and use it to take over the world, but it doesn't work and he discards it. Sonic picks it up, names it Emerald, and raises it. Dr. Eggman tries to use Emerald, who has gained powers as a combat weapon, but ends up causing him to go out of control. There is no way to stop Emerald safely, and Sonic ends up defeating him. Zemel is born. Dr. Eggman was defeated. Can you? Zemel was then retrieved and repaired and adjusted by Tails and began living with a member of the Cream family. I think I might know who that is. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, never mind. That was Advanced 3. I definitely don't know who that is then. Probably. I am truly not the Sonic guy. Not yet. But one day. Blaze, the princess from another world, comes to Sonic's world. I had to make sure I was still recording. Blaze comes to Sonic's world from another world in pursuit of the stolen Soul Emeralds. Though his interactions with Amy and Cream and fighting alongside Sonic, through her interaction and fighting alongside Sonic, Blaze begins to trust Sonic and the others a little. Sonic and Blaze work together to defeat Dr. Eggman and Eggman Nega, and Blaze recovers the Soul Emeralds and returns to her own world. Blaze is trans. Let's go! A major incident surrounding the Flame of Calamity begins to unfold. In order to obtain the Flame of Calamity, Dr. Eggman kidnaps Princess Elise, who was sealed away by Iblis. Sonic rushes to rescue her, and Silver, who travels back in time to defeat Sonic in order to save the future, Shadow, who is on a mission to Dr. Eggman's base, and the mysterious being Mephiles all become entangled in a major incident, each with their own intention and destinies. Battle against the Babylon Bandits in the fastest race in the world. Dr. Eggman is hosting the Extreme Gear World's fastest competition. Sonic and his friends compete in a heated race against the Babylon Bandits for the prize. Chaos Emeralds. However, this race is a trap set by Dr. Eggman to steal the treasures of the Babylon Temple. Sonic and Tails get lost in Blaze's world. Sonic and Tails are caught in a storm and washed up in Blaze's world. They are rescued by Marine, a self-proclaimed adventurer, and while investigating the island, they are reunited with Blaze. However, before they can enjoy their reunion, they are caught up in a national treasure, the Jeweled Staff, being stolen right before their eyes, and they end up chasing pirates with Blaze, Sonic, and his friends. Defeat... What? Oh, okay, I did not see that period. Sonic and his friends defeat Dr. Eggman and Eggman Nega, who are controlling the pirates, and retrieve the Jeweled Staff. I did not know Rush Adventure took place in the Soul Dimension? Yeah, I guess Soul Dimension. Yeah, that's what it's called. I'm blanking out so much right now, my throat hurt. Rampage of the Sky Ruins, Babylon Garden. Jet's ancestor was capable of warp travel through gravity conversion. That spaceship was the modern Babylon Garden, and the Ark of the Stars was its engine unit. When all 5 Ark of the Stars gathered in the Babylon Garden, floating in the sky, the output went out of control, and Babylon Garden was on the verge of turning into a black hole. Sonic, Jet, and the others are able to avert the worst-case scenario. Dark Gaia is forcibly awakened by Dr. Eggman. In order to realize his ambitions, Dr. Eggman took the powers from Super Sonic, split the planet into 7, and forcefully awakened Dark Gaia. Sonic, along with the Amnesiac chip, traveled to the Gaia Temple to restore the power to Chaos Emeralds and the world, regaining his powers and defeating Dark Gaia. Friendship with the alien Wisps. Dr. Eggman takes over the planets where the Wisps live and builds Egg Planet Park. I don't think that's the name in English. He plans to steal the powerful energy of the alien Wisp who lives there and activate a terrible weapon. Sonic and his friends cooperate with the Wisps, even though they can't communicate with each other, and thwart Dr. Eggman's ambitions. 2 Sonics, Past and Future. After his defeat at Egg Planet Park, Dr. Eggman finds the Time Eater, who can manipulate time and space. He uses the power to summon his past self and begin a plan to rewrite the timeline. Sonic is sucked into the Time Eater, which suddenly appears, and wakes up in a world of pure white. He meets a smaller version of himself there, and together they work together to restore the world and his friends, whose life force and color had been sucked out, and defeat the 2 Dr. Eggmen and the Time Eater. A fleeting moment of darkness and light is resurrected. Taking advantage of time, space anomaly caused by Time Eater, Black Doom is resurrected. When he reunites with Shadow in the white space, he provokes him and encourages him to awaken his powers. Meanwhile, Maria and Gerald, who were supposed to have died long ago, are also resurrected. Blah. I cannot speak right now. They spend a fleeting precious time together in the stop time space. In the end, Black Doom attempts to absorb Shadow, who has become the strongest Black Arms warrior, but Shadow's heart has not been consumed by darkness and he refuses. With Maria's wish in his heart, he defeats Black Doom. Extreme Gear World Championships held in Tarag Kingdom. Dr. Eggman disguises himself as King Doc of the Tar Egg Kingdom. The Tar Egg Kingdom, really? In order to embed the biodata of Sonic and the other races into Metal Sonic, he holds the World Grand Prix, a global competition of extreme gear where the winner will be awarded a huge amount of prize money and treasure. The race begins where the thoughts of each participating team intersect. The 6 demons between... Oh, okay, 6 demons. I was like, what kind of fucking Sonic game am I about to see? Aren't they called, like, Zeddy? Dr. Eggman finds the Lost Hex, a mystical land where the Oni clan live, and uses the conch shell. The magic conch! Which is their weak point, to enslave the 6 demons and absorb life energy from the earth. However, after losing the conch shell, the 6 demons betray Dr. Eggman, banish him, and steal the device and suck out all the life energy, putting the earth in danger of collapse. Sonic and Dr. Eggman have no choice but to join forces to defeat the deadly 6, and they defeat them. And then Eggman reveals, ha ha ha, you fool, it was me all along, I jerked you off, Sonic. King Dodonpa holds a car race in the Dodonpa Temple. Really? I guess Sonic Racing is canon too. Dr. Eggman steals the ultimate power engine developed by Dodonpa of the Donpa Kingdom and plots to use it for evil purposes. However, just as he is using the engine for evil purposes, he is defeated by Sonic and his friends, and his ambitions are thwarted. A lot of repeating sentences in this. Sonic and his avatar team up to free the world that was 99% conquered by Dr. Eggman. Dr. Eggman creates an infinite army with the power of the newly acquired Phantom Ruby. and with Infinite as his side, he takes control of 99% of the world. However, Dr. Eggman and his allies are defeated by the Resistance Army formed by Sonic's friends and the Avatar who joined them, modern and classic Sonic, and peace is restored to the world. I wish Forces was better, man. A mysterious girl holds Knuckles captive in cyberspace. While investigating the ancient ruins he discovered on Angel Island, Knuckles is sent to Ares Island. Just as Knuckles thinks that Dr. Eggman is behind it, a mysterious girl appears and traps him in cyberspace. Sonic and Sage protect the world from the end. Dr. Eggman attempted to use the technology of the ancients of Starfall Islands and connect it to the network, causing a series of incidents. Sage evolved by accessing the ancients' technology and began to interfere with Sonic in order to protect Dr. Eggman, who was trapped in cyberspace. In the process, Sage noticed the unknown potential of Sonic, whose answers could not be found through calculations, and suggested to Dr. Eggman that they fight the true enemy. Together, they defeated the end and saved the world. Man, it's not even... Which end to Frontiers is canon? Is it the original end, or is it the new end? Where Sage just lives? Does she live or die? Because, like... The story update was supposedly what they wanted to do, but... Or some of what they wanted to do, but couldn't because the game got rushed out, right? If I remember that correctly. But at the same time... At the end of the original story, Eggman brings Sage back. Well, I don't know, I guess we'll find out. Maybe since Sage is in Cross Worlds, the story update ending was canon. 200 years later, the future world before the change. The world has been devastated by Iblis. Silver and Blaze are fighting an endless battle against Iblis, who keeps resurrecting. With the guidance of Mephiles, a mysterious figure suddenly appears. The two travel back in time to the era in which Sonic and his friends live to kill the person who is said to be the Iblis trigger, and the cause of this devastation. Altered future world. Due to Sonic and oh my god, I have a bad problem with saying words when I see them instead of the ones that I know are right. Due to Sonic and Elise's changes to history, the Calamity of Fire no longer exists, and the disaster itself has not occurred, leaving the future world in a state of continued peace. And that's it. Honestly, pretty big of Sega to put out a Sonic timeline. Really, really big, honestly. It's pretty cool that they did this, honestly. I hope they keep up with this timeline, though. Please no Zelda nonsense. Epic Games. Please no Zelda nonsense. Being fucking multiple split halves. God, that would suck. So my closing thoughts on this. I only didn't know the events of, like, I don't know, a handful of things here, because, well, Ova Hex called me the Sonic guy. I am not a Sonic guy, as Sonic guy should be, because I don't know the story of Riders, any of the Riders games. Didn't know the story of Advance 3 or Battle. I mean, I guess now I know the story of those games, kinda. But yeah, really cool that Sega put out a official timeline, and hopefully they'll keep up with this. And hopefully all of you guys are subscribed. Yeah, baby, let's go. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.